Welcome back to Statistics Made Simple, and I am Savita Balsang. In this video, I find solutions to problems based on the chi-square test for population variance. These problems are 5 markers based on the two-tailed tests, right-tailed tests, and left-tailed tests. Problem 1. The sample of 15 values shows that the standard deviation is 64. Does this agree with the hypothesis that the population standard deviation is more than 65? So here in this problem, we see that only the word standard deviation is present. So it is chi-square test for population variance. Now let us identify the three values which we require. So in the first sentence, you see the word sample of 15 values. So under solution, first write given n is equal to 15. Then the standard deviation of the sample is 64. That means small s is equal to 64. And then they have asked a question, does this agree with the hypothesis that the population standard deviation is more than 65? So the population standard deviation is nothing but sigma naught here, which is equal to 65. And since alpha is not mentioned in the problem, we take it as 5%. Now, H naught will be in terms of the sentence, the population standard deviation is 65. That is, so the population standard deviation means it is sigma. So sigma is equal to 65. And the alternative will be versus H1, sigma is greater than 65. Why is it greater? Because of the word more than in the question. Next, use the test statistic. So under H naught, the test statistic is chi-square equal to n s square by sigma naught square, which follows chi-square with n minus 1 degrees of freedom. We get chi-square equal to 15 into 64 square divided by 65 square, which is equal to 15 into 4096 divided by 4225. On simplification, we get chi-square equal to 14.54. Now, what is the condition which is used to accept or reject H naught for this particular problem? So, the condition is, because it is a right-tailed test, you have to check if chi-square is greater than K2 at alpha level of significance. If it is greater, then you reject H naught. Otherwise, you will accept H naught. Now, let us first find out the degrees of freedom. So, the degrees of freedom for this particular problem is n minus 1, which is equal to 15 minus 1, which is equal to 14. So, at 5% level of significance for 14 degrees of freedom, if we find out the value of K2. How do we find out the value of K2? It can be obtained from the statistical table, and from the table for 14 degrees of freedom at 5% level of significance, we get K2 equal to 23.7. So now let us write the conclusion. So you have to compare the chi-squared value with the K2 value. So since chi-square is equal to 14.54 and this is not greater than K2 equal to 23.7, at 5% level of significance for 14 degrees of freedom, we accept H naught and we conclude that sigma is equal to 65. Problem 2. A farmer surveys 4 plots of land of 1 acre each and found the following production of rice in quintals: 1269, 1271, 1263, and 1265. He had decided that his production should have the standard deviation of 2 quintals. Test at 5% level of significance whether his data is consistent with his claim. So in this problem, the word standard deviation alone is used. So it is chi-square test for population variance. Now here we observe that a set of x values are given. This is the production of rice in quintals. So let's start with the solution. Write given n is equal to 4. Then from the sentence, that is, he has decided that his production should have standard deviation of 2 quintils. It means that sigma naught is equal to 2 and alpha is equal to 5%. Now H naught will be of the form the population standard deviation is 2, that is sigma is equal to 2 versus H1 sigma is not equal to 2. Now in this question the words like greater, above, below, less is not used. So the alternative is a two-tailed alternative. Under H naught the test statistic is we have to use the other formula for chi-squared, which is summation x minus x bar whole square divided by sigma naught square, which follows chi-squared with n minus 1 degrees of freedom. So we know that x bar has the formula summation x divided by small n. So on the right hand side I have formed a table where the x values are listed, that is 1269, 1271, 1263, 1265. So we get summation x equal to 5068. So x bar is 5068 divided by 4, that is x bar is equal to 1267. Now we need to find out x minus x bar the whole square. So in the table form the second column as x minus x bar the whole square. So take each x value, subtract it from x bar and then square it. So it is 1269 minus 1267 is equal to 2. So 2 square is 4. Similarly 1271 minus 1267 is 4. 4 square is 16. 1263 minus 1267 is minus 4 and minus 4 square is 16. 1265 minus 1267 is minus 2 and minus 2 square is 4. So we get summation x minus x bar the whole square is equal to 40. Substituting, we get chi-square equal to 40 divided by 2 square, which is 40 divided by 4, or chi-square is equal to 10. Now the condition which is used for a two-tailed test is you have to check if chi-square is less than k1 or chi-square is greater than k2. Then we reject H0, or if both conditions are satisfied, we reject H0 at alpha level of significance for n minus 1 degrees of freedom. So the degrees of freedom is n minus 1, which is equal to 4 minus 1, which is 3. And at 5% level of significance for 3 degrees of freedom from the statistical table for chi-square test, we get K1 as 0.22 and K2 is 9.35. Let us now compare chi-squared value with both K1 and K2 to write the conclusion. So the conclusion is since chi-square is equal to 10, and it is not less than k1 equal to 0.22 and chi-square equal to 10 is greater than k2 equal to 9.35 at 5% level of significance for 3 degrees of freedom, we reject H0 and conclude that sigma is not equal to 2. So when we reject H0, it means that we are accepting H1. Problem 3. In playing 12 innings of a cricket match, a batsman's standard deviation of runs is 1.32. Test the hypothesis that the consistency of his game is actually measured by standard deviation equal to 1.2 runs. Solution. First write given n equal to 12, s equal to 1.32 and sigma naught is equal to 1.2 and alpha is 5%. H naught will be the population standard deviation is 1.2, that is sigma is equal to 1.2 versus H1 sigma is not equal to 1.2. Under H naught the test statistic is chi-square equal to ns square by sigma naught square, which follows chi-square with n minus 1 degrees of freedom. We substitute the values in chi-square. We get chi-square equal to 12 into 1.32 square divided by 1.2 square, which is equal to 12 into 1.7424 divided by 1.44, or chi-square is equal to 14.52. Now the condition which is used for a two-tailed test is you have to check if chi-square is less than k1 or chi-square is greater than k2. If either of these conditions are satisfied, or if both the conditions are satisfied, then we reject h0, otherwise we accept h0. So let us find out the degrees of freedom, which is n minus 1, that is 12 minus 1 equal to 11. At 5% level of significance, we get for 11 degrees of freedom, K1 is equal to 3.82 and K2 equal to 21.9. Let us compare now chi-square with K1 and chi-square with K2. So the conclusion is, since chi-square is 14.52, is not less than K1 equal to 3.82, and chi-square equal to 14.52 is not greater than 21.9, that is the K2 value. At 5% level of significance for 11 degrees of freedom, we accept H0 and conclude that sigma is 1.2. Problem 4. A random sample of size 10 gives the following values: 60, 70, 60, 70, 77, 61, 60, 68, 74, 70. Test at 1% level of significance that the population variance is less than 15. Solution. Now, in this problem, the word variance is used. So, it is chi-square test for population variance. Write given n equal to 10, sigma naught square is 15, because they have said the population variance is less than 15 and alpha is 1%. So H naught will be the population variance is 15. So the population variance is denoted by sigma square. So it will be sigma square is equal to 15 versus H1 sigma square is less than 15, because of the word less than mentioned in the question. The H naught, the test statistic is chi-square equal to summation x minus x bar the whole square divided by sigma naught square, which follows chi-square with n minus 1 degrees of freedom. Now at this side, I have formed a table with the x values, that is 60, 70, 60, 70, 77, 61, 60, 68, 74 and 70. Then calculate summation x, which is 670. We know that x bar formula is summation x by n. Substituting, we get x bar equal to 670 divided by 10. That is, x bar is equal to 67. Let us now calculate x minus x bar the whole square. So it is taking each x value, subtracting from x bar and squaring it. So we get the x minus x bar whole square values as 49, 9, 49, 9, 100, 36, 49, 1, 49 and 9. And summation x minus x bar whole square is equal to 360. Substituting the values, we get chi-square equal to 360 divided by 15. Therefore, chi-square is equal to 24. The condition which we use for a left tail test is you have to check if chi-square is less than k1, then you reject h0. So the degrees of freedom are n minus 1, which is equal to 10 minus 1 equal to 9. At 1% level of significance for 9 degrees of freedom, K1 is 2.09. Conclusion: since chi-square is 24, which is not less than K1 equal to 2.09, at 1% level of significance for 9 degrees of freedom, we accept H0 and conclude that sigma square is equal to 15. Problem 5. Past experience shows that the standard deviation of the heights of students of second PUC is 3.2 centimeters. A random sample consisting of 24 second PUC students have standard deviation of heights 5.1 centimeters. Test at 5% level of significance whether the standard deviation is more than the figure arrived at by past experience. Solution: given sigma naught is equal to 3.2. Now, the first sentence doesn't have the word random sample, so the standard deviation is associated with the population. That's why sigma naught is 3.2. Then n is equal to 24. The standard deviation of the sample is S, which is equal to 5.1, and alpha is 5%. H naught will be the population standard deviation is 3.2. That is, sigma is equal to 3.2 versus H1, sigma is greater than 3.2 because of the word more than. Under H naught, the test statistic is chi-square equal to ns square by sigma naught square, which follows chi-square with n minus 1 degrees of freedom. So we get chi-square equal to 24 into 5.1 square divided by 3.2 square, which is equal to 24 into 26.01 divided by 10.24. Therefore, chi-square is equal to 60.96. The condition which is used for a right-tailed test is you to check if chi-square is greater than k2. If this condition is satisfied, then you reject H naught at alpha level of significance for n minus 1 degrees of freedom. So the degrees of freedom is n minus 1, which is 24 minus 1, that is equal to 23. At 5% level of significance for 23 degrees of freedom, the K2 value is 35.2. So conclusion, since chi-square is equal to 60.96 is greater than K2 equal to 35.2 at 5% level of significance for 23 degrees of freedom, we reject H naught. And when you reject H naught, it means that you have to accept H1. So you conclude that sigma is greater than 3.2. Problem 6. The standard deviation of diameter of bolts produced is 0.3 centimeters. A random sample of 16 bolts has standard deviation of diameter 0.2 centimeters. Test at 1% level of significance that the standard deviation is less than 0.3. Solution: given sigma naught is 0.3, because the first sentence doesn't have the word random sample, it is associated with the population, and n is equal to 16, s is 0.2 and alpha is 1%. H naught is the population standard deviation is 0.3, that is sigma is equal to 0.3 versus H1. Because of the word less than in the last sentence, it means that sigma is less than 0.3. Let us now write the test statistic formula. Under H naught, the test statistic is chi-square equal to ns square by sigma naught square, which follows chi-square with n minus 1 degrees of freedom. So we get chi-square equal to 16 into 0.2 square divided by 0.3 square, which is equal to 16 into 0.04 divided by 0.09, which simplifies to 0.64 by 0.09, or chi-square is equal to 7.11. The condition which we use for a left tail test is you have to check if chi-square is less than k1, then you reject H naught. So the degrees of freedom is n minus 1, which is 16 minus 1 equal to 15 at 1% level of significance for 15 degrees of freedom. K1 is 5.23. So the conclusion is, since chi-square is equal to 7.11, which is not less than K1 equal to 5.23 at 1% level of significance for 15 degrees of freedom, we accept H naught and conclude that sigma is equal to 0.3. In testing of hypothesis, it is very important to identify the parameters and the statistic correctly. So practice and understand the concepts well. Thank you all for watching, and look out for my next video where I will discuss about the second test under chi-square test, which is goodness of fit part 1.